looking to score. I mean, my note here, I just said all over the place. And it's
great note.
It's really true. I mean, it's just like I don't even. There's not a scenario where he's not trying to score, where he's not trying to put you on your back.
Yeah, and it's not. Like I say, it's not just trying to score, trying to put you on your back. It's not just singles and and simple things. Although it can be.
This is quite a contrast in styles because Will Lewan is just as fundamental as they come. So hard to score on. You know, he wrestles really within himself. He's not going to take a lot of attacks, but when he does, he's a pretty efficient finisher. He's solid in every single position. And he's really, you know, he's got a good Greco background. He's good upper body, but Bryce Andonian, there's good upper body, and then there's the ability just to go feet to back, and that's what Bryce Andonian has. And he's got it from a number of upper body holds. He can go overhook, he can go underhook, over-under body lock. He'll rip a head and arm. He really doesn't give a rip, Bader.
And we saw that at the NCAAs last year.
Oh my gosh, him and Gomez, they should just wrestle once a week.
Sign me up for it, I'll watch.
That's saving college wrestling. Shout out Terry Brands.
As it stands, nothing, minute 10 into the bout. Nobody really pulled the trigger yet. We've seen.
Yeah, for leg attacks, Bryce likes to fire a lot from space. He'll go double to single to Lewan's left leg. Wants to finish on his feet. 90 seconds in, 2-on-1. That's probably a pretty good control tie for Will Lewan. And he goes to underhook, but Bryce is like, all right, let me get my hips in here. So he doesn't mind this position. Good head position for Lewan. Man, you can see why Bryce maybe wanted to move up to 157.
He's tall.
Big guy. He's tall, he's big. Boom, there's that double from space, comes up.
It almost looked like Lewan reached up to fix his headgear, touch his face, and Andonian fired off an attack, and Lewan, he was in on those legs for a second, but strong hip defense from Will Lewan was able to bring him up into this over-under position we see as they blow it dead on the edge. Just under a minute to go here in the first, and we are scoreless at 157 pounds.
Bryce does a really good job of firing off shots from space, and he comes up upper body as well. So he's not always using his leg attacks to finish a leg attack. He's using it as an entry for upper body stuff as well. .40 seconds to go here in the first period. Underhook on that right side for Will Lewan as we are scoreless in the first. A couple of shots from Bryce Andonian so far.
Action, guys, action.
And good head position there for Will from that underhook.
Yeah, you wonder if there's a little bit of a feel-out process here because not a whole lot of committed attacks on either end as we go 15 seconds left in the first. And I wonder if they, as they say
Timed
that.
hands well.
Lewan fires off an attack straight on
Huge
double.
takedown.
And a big takedown with short time left, just a couple seconds to go in the period. Will Lewan's gonna have a 2-0 lead heading into the seconds, picks up the last 6 seconds of riding time there in that period.
Yeah, textbook double leg there. He timed the hands perfectly of Bryce Andonian. Fires off, double leg, sets him to the hip. Takedown too, and at just an absolutely critical time in the match as time was expiring in the first, so you get the full complement with the ride out. Now he'll start the second period underneath Will Lewan, and he's about up and out. 3-0, great start for Will Lewan.
And I don't remember who it was against, but last year at NCAA, Lewan had an escape in like a restart with 1 second to go. I think to send it out to overtime, so tough on bottom. Could get quick escapes when he needs to, as we saw just now.
Yeah, and Andonian's gonna have to turn it up a little more here. He's gonna have to create some more exchanges. If you wrestle just kind of a closed off, more fundamental match, that's gonna favor Will Lewan, who's nice stutter fake, almost had another opportunity to get in there. You see Andonian kind of keeping his hands down. Doesn't want to give up another quick double from Will Lewan. Minute 14 to go in the second period. 3-0 lead for Will Lewan.
And Lewan currently peeled his back of the hands on that head as I say that Andonian pops it off. He was keeping good pressure on the neck, and a double leg again. Yeah, he timed it, and then better reaction though from Andonian.
There's that body lock.
Here we go. Things could get fun.
We'll see if Andonian steps in.
Wrestle through that. Wrestle through that.
Andonian releases that, clears out of the ties. 40 to go now in the second. 3-0, Lewan with the lead.
Both these guys come from powerhouse high school programs. Montini Catholic for Lewan is a nice single leg from Andonian. Looking, reattacks Lewan, almost had it. Nothing.
Great exchange.
Short time to go in the second period, 10 seconds remaining. Of course, Bryce Andonian wrestles for St. Ed's, Lakewood, Ohio, Cleveland area as he steps in. Looks for the throw, but time expires and almost gets caught again at the end of the period. But we'll head to the third. Gonna be Andonian's choice. Gotta figure he's going under, and he is.
Lewan covers from the left side. Goes chop right away. Andonian up to his feet quickly, and we're going to see an escape equally as fast.
Shoot right away. It's Bryce Andonian. Lewan in good position on this front headlock.
He tries to run that leg down, circles behind, lost it for a second, but he's got a rear standing, changes to a double. Andonian, nice job squaring up, gets that left side underhook shallow, and able to fight that one off.
Man, Lewan was really driving, and the second that Andonian kind of squared up, he's like, oh, let me not pressure in this over-under. Oh, throws it by. Body lock for a moment there, but I don't know if he thinks better of it or if Andonian fought it off.
Maybe a little bit of both. Now Andonian fires up, and it got to the leg. Again, Lewan just so tough and solid in his defense. He fights that one off.
A lot more exchanges in this period. Looks like Andonian's gonna need a couple more to crack the defense of Lewan.
1 minute.
Last minute. Takedown necessary. Takedown right out at this point for Andonian. And for Lewan, he's done a lot of great work here. A lot of attacks. The double leg, so far the difference in this bout. Clears the tie, shoots in, comes underneath is Bryce Andonian, but Lewan really strong there, great in this short offense position. Now double unders.
Keeps that head buried underneath his.
Good
as
position.
Andonian finally gets his head free. 20 seconds to go. Bryce Andonian's gonna have to go.
Good
Taking
shot.
that attack several times. Lewan, successful, defended every time. Finds himself on a leg over near the edge, and we're on the carpet. They're gonna go out of bounds. 7 seconds remain.
Jared Hott says, look for a misdirection attack. We'll see if he can fire it. He's running out of time here. He's running at him with those double overs. Lewan can evade, and evade he does. 3-1 win for Lewan of Michigan.
Your winner at 157
maintaining that number 2
pounds,
ranking
a
at 157.
decision for Michigan's Lewan.
Good performance by Lewan there.
It's just so solid.
He's really solid. He gave himself a lot of opportunities to score and capitalized on his best shot.